Colonialism never ended, it just changed form. The uniforms are gone, but the power structures remain. Resist the new empire.
For centuries, empires conquered lands with ships, soldiers, and flags. They seized territories, extracted resources,
And ruled entire populations from afar. Then one day, it ended. Or at least that's what they said. Colonies became countries.
new flags were raised, new anthems were written. The world celebrated independence. It looked like the end of an era. But something curious happened.
Nations became free without truly becoming free. Mines kept exporting to the same destinations. Plantations kept producing for the same buyers, still came from outside.
If you enjoy this kind of history, support this work with a like.
Subscribe and share. It helps more than you think. And there is a link below to follow more closely. Political independence arrived. Economic independence did not. Old empires realized ruling people was expensive, but controlling economies was easy. No need to govern directly anymore, only war. And so a new form, only domination, was born. No armies, no invasions, no official announcements. Countries began to owe money. Debt creates dependence. Dependence creates obedience. From that point on, internal decisions became external. What to grow, what to export, what to cut from the budget, who receives investment, who does not. Control was no longer over land, it was over the rules of the game. And those who wrote the rules were not the ones forced to follow them. Colonialism did not disappear, it evolved. Today, countries are not taken by cannons, they are taken by contracts. Not ruled by governors, but by markets. And many people don't even notice. Because now it doesn't look like conquest, it looks like agreement, it looks like help, it looks like development. But the question remains, who truly decides the fate of nations? The world is not controlled by countries, but by debt. After empires realized they could control without occupying, a more powerful tool emerged. No nation refuses money during crisis, when jobs disappear, when food is scarce, when energy fails. Money arrives as a solution, but conditions arrive with it. First subtle, then mandatory. Cut public spending. Privatize national companies. Open internal markets. Reduce local protections. Everything sounds technical. Everything sounds necessary. But it almost always moves in the same direction. The country begins producing outward and stops producing inward. If you enjoy this content, support it with a like, subscribe, and share. It helps far more than you think. There is also a link below to follow more closely. Debt grows, and influence grows with it. Budgets start being planned around creditors. Governments make decisions thinking about investors. Let's make decisions thinking about investors. Priority shifts away from the population toward international financial stability. Crises begin repeating. A country borrows to pay previous debt, then borrows again. And again, just to avoid collapse. The economy does not grow, it only rotates. Some call this international aid. Others call it permanent dependence. No soldiers are needed. Decisions are already conditioned, because those who owe too much rarely choose freely. Modern power does not need visibility. It works better invisible. Contracts replace treaties, economists replace governors, meetings replaced occupations. But the effect remains similar. If this made you reflect, leave a like and subscribe to support this work. Sharing helps more people understand the world around them. Sometimes the strongest control is not the one that gives orders. It is the one that defines the choices. And it is still happening now. Who truly decides the fate of nations? If this made you think differently, you can support this work by leaving a like and subscribing. It allows me to keep right below for those who want to walk along. Because understanding the present begins by understanding the invisible power of the past. And this is only the beginning.